All right, it's the time of year again. We are closing the pool. Today, we're gonna do it a little bit different. I made a few videos on how to close a pool. The one thing that's gonna be different about this one is we're actually gonna lower the water below the inputs, okay? My other videos, I left the water above it. There's a reason why I'm doing it. I'll share it in this video. All right, so what have we done up to this point? So this week we prepared with getting all of our chemicals and all of our chemicals in the water perfect. I also get this winterizing kit from Amazon. I'll put a link to this down below. This was recommended to me by my pool builder, and he's a pretty conservative guy. He doesn't, try to sell a bunch of extra crap. So I really liked it and it's worked great. Every time I open my pool, last 5 years, it's been like crystal clear. So I really like this kit. You get on Amazon. I'll put a link to it down below. So what have we done this morning? So this morning I came out, I cleaned the pool. I ran all the robots that I have 2. So I ran them continuously, added all my chemicals, and I've been running them through the filter all day. You just follow the directions. Basically, you add your powder and then you add your liquid in there, run it through like 3 or 4 hours through the filter. Now what I'm doing is actually I'm lowering the water down below my jets. Okay, so I have this hose hooked up, and I got this also on Amazon. I'll put a link to this down below. This thing is awesome. These things that just always get holes in them, and you can barely get them on anything because it's just so tight. This thing's a little tad bit oversized, so it fits over 1.5 inches PVC, and you can see I have this all the way down here.
And I have emptying out down here, all right?
So this is going in the woods, not bothering anyone, not flooding anyone else's yard, which is definitely a no-no. Ask me how I know. I've done it by mistake 1 or 2 times. All right, so now what we're doing is we're just waiting for this water basically to get below those jets. How far to lower your water? So you don't actually have to go below the jet. You can leave the water, below the skimmer, which I'd at least recommend going below the skimmer. But if you do that, you can still blow the air out and then plug those holes. I'll put a link to the video at the end of this video showing how to do that. The reason why I'm doing it this way is because I got a new cover. I got a mesh cover, so their water does go in there. And before, what I had was a solid cover, so the water wouldn't go in the pool throughout the winter. So basically the level of the pool would stay exactly wherever it was when I closed it. But now I have the mesh cover, the water keeps coming up and I have to drain it a few times throughout the winter. So what I figured is I'm just gonna go a lot lower. I'll go below the jets. It'll make it easier to close the pool actually, because I know that there's no air in the lines because it'll just naturally drain with gravity. And then as the winter goes on, this should basically refill the pool. So I shouldn't have to drain it 2 or 3 times. So that's the reason why I'm doing it this way. But if you don't want to do it this way, I'll put a link to the end of this video on how to do it without going below the jets. So everything is now off. Next thing we're gonna do is, what I like to do is suck all the water out of the skimmer with just a shop vac. So we don't create an airlock, so that's why I took the cap off of the pump, right? Because what we're trying to do is actually just empty this entire line. You see there's 2 holes down there. Okay, this is suction side. So this is where the pump is actually pulling the water through. This is actually going to my pump. Now, if you look down and you have 2 holes, that means most likely you have one that's going to your pump that's pulling and another one that's pulling as well, but that one's probably tied to your drain if you maybe have like a more elaborate pool. All right, in my case, I only have one, so I know this is the one going to my pump. So I'm basically just sucking all the water out of the line that's underground, right? And I'm just gonna empty this out through here. And then we'll go over there and we'll then also push the water out. But I like to do this kind of like just a preliminary. Next thing I like to do is just suck out all the water in the pump. All right, now we're getting to the point where we're gonna start clearing out the lines. This is the most critical part and the hardest part, and the thing you really wanna get right. So what I like to do is I have this number 11 plug, and I plug one side, then I plug the other. Okay, so in this case, I'm gonna plug this side, right? I'll put this inside and you just rotate it. And then what we're gonna do is using a compressor, we have a compressor set to 50 PSI. We have this fitting here. This fitting, you can get at Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever. This fits on here. But what this does, this allows us to use this drain plug right here. We really don't wanna crank this down. I just wanna let's say hand tight. We're gonna put the cap on here. Where's this cap? All right, so now we put the cap on, we're gonna force air into here. It's not gonna be able to go this way, right? It's only gonna be able to go this way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the skimmer. So I'm gonna turn off my drain. So this side is my drain, this side's my skimmer. I'm gonna turn on my skimmer and I'm gonna attach this hose. When I attach this hose, just blow out all the water, any water that's left. Okay, so if we look over there, you're probably gonna see a geyser. right, let's finish up the skimmer box. So this is a gizmo. I'll put a link to this down below. You get this on Amazon. And this is antifreeze. So what I like to do is, this is a really cheap insurance, about $4 now. They used to be $2. What I do is, I take this and I literally just pour the entire gallon in there.
And what does that do?
This will keep any water that's in there from freezing and possibly expanding and breaking our pipes. It's just this really just a insurance policy. All right, then we put our gizmo in. And you know what I forgot? What I like to do next? I don't usually pour the full gallon in. Usually I do is pour half gallon. I put the gizmo in, and then I put another half gallon. You gotta get the stuff that's safe for pools, right? Obviously. And then I pour more in here. Now what this does, water's gonna naturally just get in here from rain, and this will just mix with the water that's in there and just keep it from freezing. I mean, that's what and expanding and breaking. That's what the gizmo's there. The gizmo is really to give that give. So if this does fill up with ice and it, you know, expands, it doesn't crack your skimmer box. But we're done with the skimmer. Now we're gonna move on to the drain. Skimmer is done. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to switch this to drain, and we're gonna connect this in. When I connect this in, it's gonna force air again through this pipe and blow air out at the drains, all right? And that's gonna clear it, all right? Once we start seeing bubbles over there, we're actually gonna close off the drain, and that's gonna cause an airlock. Don't ask me the physics behind it, but basically what that means is the pipe is gonna be filled with air and no water can get into that pipe. If no water's in there, no water can freeze and damage your pipes. So we're gonna do this really quickly. I'm gonna connect this in.
Oh, there it goes.
All right, now that that's bubbling over there, we're just gonna close this off in one motion and pull the compressor off. And there we go, we have our airlock. Drain is done. We're done the suction side, now we're gonna do the supply side, right? This is where the water comes out into the pool. So we're gonna take our plug, we're gonna turn it around, and now we're gonna plug this side, right? And what that's gonna do, obviously, is force the air through this side. Close this off, and we're gonna do one pipe at a time, right? So this one is to my vacuum line, so we'll do this one first. I'm just gonna connect this in. This one's open, I don't see any issues. Everything is good. We're gonna connect this in. And if you look here, it is pushing all the water in the line out. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna plug this, all right? We do have our compressor only set to 50 PSI, but we really don't wanna build that pressure up in the system. So once I plug this, I'm just gonna tell a friend to turn the compressor off, all right? So this looks like it's good. All right, instead of just turning the compressor off because there's still pressure in the lines, we actually pulled the hose off of the pump. Now we're gonna move on to our next one. All right, so this one has two going out, all right? So I'm gonna plug one and then plug the other one. When we plug the final one, that's when we'll have someone coming over here. And once we plug that final one, we'll have them pull this off, okay, of the pump. Again, we're building up that pressure in the system. It's probably okay because we're only at 50 PSI, but you don't want to obviously hurt any of your pipes. So it's just better safe to be sorry. Once you get all the water out of there and you pull that, you plug it, you're good. All right, so now we're just gonna switch it over, and we are going to pressurize the system again. So I'm just gonna put this on here. And I know my plumbing comes from here, supplies this one first, and then goes around and supplies that one. All right, I think we're good with this one, so we're gonna plug this one. Once we plug this one, that one's gonna blow over there because it's all the same line. Again, we're gonna do the same thing. Once I plug this one, since this is the last one, she's gonna pull the line off of the pump. All right, pull it. We are done with the plumbing in the pool. Emptying all of this plumbing out, any water. So we'll take this off here. So we're gonna pull this salt cell off as well. And I'm gonna drain this, make sure that this doesn't have any water in it. So now we're just gonna go around, remove all drain plugs. You should have 2 in your pump. If you have a drain plug in your salt cell, you drain that. Drain the filter, our drain plugs, all of our stuff. We put them in here, store them in here. I like to put this on the filter, but just a few turns. Just so if any water does get in there, it has an escape route. Oh, that's a nasty spider. All right, now this is completely optional. What you could do is you could try to fill some of these pipes up with some antifreeze, and basically what that'll do is any water in there, it'll dilute it, and it should keep it from freezing. But what you could do is get a hose like this and, you know, maybe try to pour it in. It's a little difficult. Sometimes it just comes right back. Oh, another thing I do with this one, since this is the drain and we don't want anyone to touch this, I actually take this off for the winter as well. The pool should pretty much be the cleanest it's been all year. I know it sounds weird because you're closing it, but that'll really make your opening a lot better. One thing I also did this year is I added a double layer of this tape because I was finding that the straps were actually rubbing the paint off of the coping. So let's see if this helps. Maybe it helps. Maybe it's maybe it rubs through the tape within a month and then still messes it up. But we'll see. This will be an experiment this year. So the last step here is to install your winter cover, whatever winter cover you have. Here we have a half solid, half mesh cover. I did make a video on how to install this, drill the holes, measure it all out and everything. I'll put a link to that at the end of this video, but these are usually really heavy and you usually need some friends to do it. But that's it. I'm Mike, Family DIY TV. I'm gonna thank you for watching. I'm gonna ask you to subscribe to the channel. A lot of content like this, DIY content. I'm gonna ask you to like the video. I'm also gonna ask you to leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or any criticisms or any praises. We really appreciate it. It helps the channel. I'm Mike, and I'm out.
Yeah, we did it long ways, so we'll just...
Tell us what you do.
So you put the plastic thing over two metals.
Okay, and then what?
And then you take the,
Oh, then you drop it.
yep, and then take the side with the lip towards out, like the outside, and then you
And then what do you do?
push this down and
Probably should have shoes on.